Okay. Problem we were working on was 5 over 2 plus the square root of 3. So we're going to go ahead and multiply the top and the bottom by 2 minus square root of 3. Okay, so we're at the top going to get 5 parentheses 2 minus root 3. The bottom plus root 3, 2 minus root 3. And to save us time, we're going to distribute. This is what you're going to do on your own. Combine like terms, all that jazz. You're going to end up with the bottom, dun, 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 4 minus 3. You can do that on your own with the other ones that you do. I'm going to make us sit here and go through all that. So we know that 4 minus 3 is 1. And we don't really need to leave that 1. So we're just going to get rid of that. So now we have 5 times 2 minus root 3. We're going to distribute everything inside there and end up with 10 minus 5 root 3. And that is our answer for number 9. You're going to do the same thing with 10 and 11, remembering to distribute. Okay, so now that takes us to 12, 13, 14, and 15. It says simplify. Now to simplify, we're going to have 3 root 32 plus 2 root 50. First, we need to look at these numbers, 32 and 50. So we're going to break that number down. 32 divided by 2 is 16, and we can break that one up to 4s. So this looks like 3 root 2 times 4 times 4 plus, let me bring our 50 over here. 50 can be 2 times 25, and 25 breaks down to 5 and 5. We have 2 root 2 times 5 times 5. Now remember, we're looking for the pairs on the inside. There's pairs right there, and there's pairs. We can bring one of each pair out. So we have 3 times 4 root 2 plus 2 times 5 root 2. So 3 times 4 is 12 root 2 plus 2 times 5 is 10 root 2. And hey, look at this. They're both like terms. That should be a 2 because they both have 2's on the inside, so I can combine the outside. So 10 plus 12 is 22 root 2. That is your answer. That's what you're going to do for all of them. You're going to make that factor tree family there. Reduce. Now you got to pay special attention. For 13 has that 2, but 14 we're looking for pairs. We're looking for groups of 3, and 15 we're looking for groups of 4. Okay, now I'm not going to go through these with you other than to say that you have to use your distribution and then combine like terms for all 16 through 21. Now, for 22 through, let's do 22, oops. These are the steps for those on the circle. Okay? I'm going to show you one with 22. So you have root 28 oops, making a mess here. Ooh, I think I went onto a whole other paper. Sorry. So we have square root of 28 plus 4 square root of 63 minus 2 root 7. We're going to have to fix all those on the inside. So 28. I'm going to give you a clue. Since this is 7 in that last one, that's the lowest number. Let's try dividing by 28 divided by 7. And we get 7 and 4. And 4 can break down to 2 and 2. So we have here square root of 7 times 2 times 2 plus, now let's look at that 63 and put it over here. 63 divided by 7 is 9. So we get a 7 and a 9. And 9 will break down into 3 and 3. So we have 4 root 7 times 3 times 3 minus 2 root 7. We can't do anything with that 7, so we're going to leave it alone. So the first one, we have sets of 2's. We can bring that 2 out. So we have 2 root 7. The second one, we have sets of 2's in the house, so we can bring those out. So we'll have 4 times 3 root 7. And the last one, we're just going to leave because it's already all the way finished. Now, the first thing we need to do is deal with this 4 times 3. So we'll bring our 2 root 7 down. 4 times 3 is 12 root 7. Then we have minus 2 root 7. You're going to do 2 plus 12 minus 2. So these are going to cancel out. So we're just going to end up with 12 root 7 as our answer. You're going to do the same process for all the rest of those. You're going to break down, try to have a common number in that root, whatever it be, maybe 2. Let's see. You have a 3, so you want to make sure you have a common number in the little house. That's a trick for those. Now, for 30, 31, and 32, remember, I'll look at number 32 with you. You cannot have a square root, a root of anything on the bottom. So for 32, we're going to multiply the bottom and the top by root 3x and root 3x. Okay? So root 3x times root 3x is just 1. And the top root 3x times root 3x, oh, sorry, that's x, is just x. And then we have a 2 at the top. So those two will cancel out and you'll end up with a 2 all alone. And that is your answer after you're simplifying. You're going to do the same thing with all the others. Now let's look at 32. A park in the shape of a triangle has a sidewalk dividing it into 2 parts. If the man walks around the perimeter of the park, how far will he walk? So remember, perimeter is just adding all of these on the outside. 600 plus 300 root 6 plus 300 plus 300 root 3. Now this root 6 here, you want to break that 6 into 2 times 3. Can't really do much with anything there. Oops. So let's add our big numbers. Let's do this. Getting 1,000 emails, sorry. We have 300 plus 600 plus 300 root 6 plus 300 root 3. So these two we can combine. That's 900 plus 300 root 6 plus 300 root 3. And you can, I guess, if he's wanting, do that in the calculator and give him like a decimal answer. I'm not really sure if he wants a decimal answer for these. Okay, so then it says, what is the area of a park? Now you got to look at the triangles. 2 triangles. The area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. So the height for both of them is this 300 root 2. So this first triangle right here in yellow, that one is going to be, do it in this one, 1/2 times the base is 300 root 3 and the height is 300 root 3. That's for this yellow one. Now for this pink one, you'll do an area equals 1/2. 300 is the base and the height is 300 root 3. And then once you're done, you need to add these two areas up to get your total area. Okay.